So let's talk about DOM manipulations in JavaScript in this video. So DOM is basically document object model, which is basically the internal representation of how the content will be rendered inside a JavaScript browser. So for example, let's take the example of a Chrome browser, and it will have these elements, right? If it's rendering a page, it'll have the root element, the head element, then body, and then inside body you'll have div tags and heading tags or anything else that you want to put there, paragraph tags and all of that. So it's basically forming a tree for representing all this information to itself internally, right, of how the data will be rendered. So I just want to show you this tree kind of a illustration so that you understand what the DOM basically is and how it's being internally represented inside JavaScript. So we'll head over to the Wikipedia website because we want to start manipulating the DOM in this video. I'll increase the font size, and then now we'll right click and we'll click on inspect. Right, we'll go to the console tab. Now let's say if I want to say console.dir and document, right, so which is the entire document object. So here inside the console itself, I'll get the entire document object, which has all of these different things, right, the entire document object. I could have also said console.log document, and then I'll get the document object again. And then I'll get this in a collapsible manner, so I can click on head, or I could have clicked on body, and then inside body I can click on any of these div elements and see the insides, right? So that was also what I could have done. Then if we say console.log document.domain, we get the domain, which is the English website of wikipedia.org. We could also say console.log document.url, which is the actual URL with HTTPS and all of that, right? The entire link. Then we could say console.log and document dot title. Right, so the title of this website is Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, right? Which you can see here, by the way, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. That's the title. Now I can set the title to anything. So I could say document dot title is equal to Akhil, for example. Let's say that, right? So once I say that, you can see up here Akhil, the Wikipedia has changed. It's Akhil now, right? So that's your first DOM manipulation. You can start actually manipulating the DOM here, right, inside the browser itself, which is pretty cool. Now if we say console.log document.doctype, let's see what we get. So we get doc.html, which obviously we know it's a HTML website, right? We could also say console.log document.body. So we'll get the entire body inside the document, right? So pretty neat, right? And we could also say console.log and document.all. So we'll get the entire document object again, but in a different type of format, right? And now you get all the collection of all the elements available in this page as an array. So you see this array, right? So everything is inside this array, right? So now the benefit here is that since it's an array, you can start accessing it as an array. So you could say 10, and now you can also start changing or manipulating the values of these. So now let me show you how we can access or console.log the forms. So if I am saying console.log documents.forms here, so whatever form is there inside this page, it will be logged. So the form that we have, the form elements that we have inside this page is the search form basically. So as you can see, when I hover over this, the search Wikipedia, this gets selected automatically, right? So this can also be manipulated, right? And now we'll say console.log and show me all the links on this page. Sorry, I should have said document dot links on this page. Yeah, so I can get all the links, right? I can also get all the images on this page. Pretty awesome, right? So if I wanted to scrape the website, all of these things are used there, right? Now I can define a variable called random, and I can say document.get element by ID. Okay, make sure you write E capital, B capital, and I capital, right? And inside here you will say footer info copyright. So that's a class in JavaScript on this page, right? That's an ID on this page, and which is somewhere here, the footer, somewhere here, yeah. So we'll define that as random, and now we can start manipulating it. We'll say console.log random, right? So we get this. So when I hover over this, I can see that this is the part that we now have in the random key, the random variable. And now we'll say random dot text content. So basically I want to change the content, text content here, and I'll say hello, right? So now all of that is gone, and now it just became hello, right? Or we could have also said random dot inner text dot is equal to how are you, and that would do the same thing, same exact thing. So from hello it became how are you, right? And now we can say random dot inner HTML is equal to, and I'll give it h1 tag, and I'll also close it, and I'll say hi, right? Let's see what happens now. So it became an h1, right? It became quite a heading, and it says hi. Now we can not only change the HTML or the text, right, using inner HTML, inner text, and inner content, but we can also start changing the CSS, right? So which is quite interesting. So random dot style dot border bottom is equal to solid 3 pixels and hashtag 000, which is black. So we get this border here, right, at the bottom. And we can also change the background color. Style dot background color is equal to yellow. Tug, tug. So yeah, you can see this in yellow as well. Now we can change the font weight as well. So we'll say random dot style dot font weight, where W is capital, is equal to bold. So this has just become bold, right? It was already an H1, so you can't see a lot of difference, but it is bold, trust me. So that's what DOM manipulation is. So I just want to show you that you can just go to any random website, you can start manipulating the DOM objects and the content of the website, which is pretty cool. This is how hackers work. Basically, they start injecting a lot of scripts and search bars and all of that, so to try and hack. And this is how scrapers also work. People who scrape websites, they use the DOM elements a lot. So it's quite handy, it's quite useful. You'll use it if you want to become an advanced developer, right? So I just want to start you off on that journey. If you like this video, then do subscribe and do watch the other videos in this series, because they're all very helpful. And thanks a lot for watching.